Hey, welcome back. So in this video, we will learn about the link element in HTML. So the links in HTML might be some different types. Suppose you have seen this all the times, right? Inside of a website, you click on some sort of a text and it goes to another page, something like that. Or you click on some sort of social icon, it goes to the social page of that particular company, something like that. So it is completely getting to a different website in that case, right? Or if you click on some sort of a link and it scrolls down to the particular part of the page, right? So links are many types. All of them we will create in this video. So let's get started. So now I want to create a link in HTML. When I click on it, it should be going to the Google homepage. So let's see how we can do that. To create a link, we first create the anchor tag, which starts with A. So this is the anchor tag. And I will not autocomplete that for now. I'll just do this. So this is the anchor tag. And here I can say like go to Google. Let me just capitalize the G here. And yeah. Now if I go to the browser, see what happens. Okay, first of all, what you can see, the link, the anchor tag is an inline element. So it is going to the same line. Okay. Now, but it is a normal text right now. It is not looking like a link, or it is not functioning like a link as well. To do that, what we have to do, we can go to the code once again. And what I can do, I do not want to be here. So this strong tag is there, right? So I can create a p tag and do Lauren. Yeah. So after which, so this is just breaking up the text. That is all. This has no value right now. So if I want to go to the google.com, when I click on this link, I have to pass an attribute to this A tag. Now, one attribute, what you have seen currently right now here inside of the HTML. So it is not something new. So what we have to do, we have to go here and then we have to write href. And this is what the A tag is expecting. You cannot type anything like link or something like that. It should be href. Okay. Now equals to, then we have to open the double quotes or single quote, whatever you want. And I can type www.google.com. Yeah. Okay. So hit save. And now if I go to the browser, okay, this is totally behind this. So let me just, let me just get rid of this. And let me just get rid of this as well. We have learned all of those things. So now if I go to the browser once again, so as you can see, this is looking like a link, right? This is looking like a link. It has the underline, and when I hover over this like this text, my cursor is changing to the pointer. And when I click on that, okay, cannot get google.com, my bad. Okay, let me just go back. So it has to be https://. Now it should work. So when I click on this, so it is going to the Google page, right? Awesome. But now what you will notice, it is going to the Google page inside of the same tab, which I do not want. So when I want to open this Google page, right? So if I just do this. So as you can see, this is the same tab. This was only one tab. So I want, when I click on that particular link, it should open a new tab as well. So how we can do that? Quite simply. So I'll just go back here. Now here we have to pass another attribute, which is called the target, and equals to, there has to be some specific values here. If you do control and space in VS Code will show the auto completions. So here it has the underscore blank, underscore parent, underscore self, underscore top. So if we want to open a new tab when we click on this link, so we have to use the target to underscore blank. Awesome. So now if I save it, and if I just go back to my browser, and now if I click on this, so as you can see, it is opening inside of a new tab. Okay, so we have created the first link inside of the HTML. Now there are some other things as well which I want to show. So this is all good, and now you might be thinking, okay, what about this like the attributes, and what is happening here? So some of the HTML elements can expect some of the attributes. By attributes, you can think like it is some sort of a property which we are giving to the like a particular HTML element. For the A tag or the link, what we are saying by providing this href, we are saying like, hey, whenever someone clicks on this text, go to this website, right? So by providing this target, what we are saying is, whenever someone clicks on this text, it should open a new tab. So that is basically it. We can pass or provide some of the properties to some of the tags in HTML so that HTML tags can function properly. Now, if I do something like this, so as we have learned, this A tag is the inline element, right? So what I can do something like this. This is, okay, this is a awesome website, full stop or colon, and I can just cut it out and I can just paste it. Okay, never mind. So I have to paste it under this line. VS Code is not happy. So okay, so I have pasted that inside of this p tag, and this text is not making any sense. So I'll just do something like Google and hit save. Now if I go back to the browser once again, as you can see, it is inside of the same line, right? And this is the Google, which is a link. By the way, the color, the text, the underline, everything can be changed by CSS. Okay, so we will be doing that when we will be learning about the CSS as well. Awesome. So this is one type of a link which goes to the external web page or the websites. Okay, now there might be some other type of link. So let me just go to here. Now what I can do, I can just create another page which is called about.html. Okay, and I can just do something like this, and about page, and here I can write h1 about page, and then I can do a p tag with lorem, yeah, something like this. Now here is another web page, and suppose we have this index.html as our home page, and we have the about page inside of this about.html, and we want to go there. How we can do that? So if we go to the browser, one way of doing this is basically here we have this index.html. Unfortunately, I cannot make it bigger, so please bear with me. So we just have to get rid of that and then do about.html. HTML. Okay, and hit enter. So we are inside of our about page, which is one way of doing that. But what I want to do, I want to have another link here, and when I click on that, so that should go to the about page. So let's do that. So let's go to the code. Now inside of this, not inside of the about.html, inside of this index.html, what I can do, I can create another paragraph, and here I can create another a tag, right? And here VS Code is doing the auto completion, and I can write down here about page. Okay, but what we should be putting here, right? It is not something which is out there in the internet, hosted somewhere else. If that is the case, that should be this approach. Here we have this https google.com, but it is inside of our folder, right? So here it is. So how we can link that? To do that, what we can do, we can do the dot slash, and again VS Code is auto completing, and do about.html. Okay, so that is it. Now if I just go to the browser once again, so we have this link here, and whenever I click on this, this will be going to the about page. Awesome. Okay, let's get back here, go back here. Everything is working quite fine. And also I'll like this target blank, it will work here as well. Now suppose you have created another folder. Suppose I am creating here contact, and then inside of that I am creating contact.html. Again, just creating that contact page, and here h1 contact page, and again p. Let's create a p tag with Lauren. Yep. So we have this contact page. Now if I just close it up, so I want to create another link which will go to the contact page. Now the problem here is it is inside of this contact folder. So how we can do that? Quite simply. So what we can do, we can create the a tag, enter. So let's fill up the href a little bit later. So they do contact page. Okay, now if we want to go to there, then we have to do dot slash and then contact, this folder name. Again VS Code is suggesting that to me, and then inside of that we have this contact.html. Okay, if you are not getting the suggestions, then you have to install this extension which is called Path IntelliSense. There we go. This is the extension which you have to install. Awesome. Okay, so now we have this one. So if I just save it, and let's go to the browser once again. Now we have this about page, and after that we have this contact page. If I click on this, I'm going to the contact page. Awesome. Okay, so we have created the external link, we have created the internal link as well. Now what I want to do is that whenever we are going to a page, something like inside of the about page, I want to make some sections, and whenever I click on some link, so I should be going to that particular section. So let's start. So let's go here once again inside of the about page right now. Now we have this one, so I'll just, what I'll do, I will just do Shift Alt down quite a lot of time. Yeah. Okay, I have made a lot of content inside of my page. So as you can see, there are a bunch of content here, right? Now, what I have to do is I can go back up here. Now I want to go to a certain section. So let's do so let's go to somewhere around middle and create after the closing P and the starting P tag. We can create the h2 tag, for example, and do section 1. Okay, and yeah, we can do this. And what we can do, we can provide some identifier so that we can have something to track. So to do that, I can create the ID of section 1, section -1. Okay, so this ID, it is again the attribute. What it does, it is attaching the identifier with this particular h2. So if we want to get to this h2, or if we want to select that h2 or do something with this, we can provide the ID, and then by grabbing that ID we can do something, right? So I am providing that. And then what I can do, I can just go all the way bottom inside of this particular here, and then I can create another one, h2. I can create another section, section 2. Okay, and now I can provide the ID, which is section 2. And also keep in mind that this ID should be unique. Okay, otherwise the browser will be confused, like, hey, what do you want to select? So this ID should be unique. And also when we will be learning about the CSS, we will go in depth about the IDs and so on and so forth. So don't worry about that. So if I just save it right now, this is a very big thing. And if I just go to here and okay, this will take some time. I believe I saw something. Yeah, okay, so this is section 2 and I am getting lost, right? So you see the problem, right? Hey, if I want to get to the section 1, so how we can do that? It is quite simple. So as we have set the ID there, so now we can go to the top. Yeah. So now we can create 2 links to go to those 2 sections. So let's see. So I can create the a tag, then I'll get back to this href later. So I can do section 1. Again, I'll create another a tag. I'll get back to the href later and do section 2. Okay, now the question is, what should be going inside of this href? To target the element, we have created the ID, right? So what we have to do, we have to do the hash symbol here and write the ID of the first section. What was? Section 1. Section 1. And for the second section was section 2. So what it is doing currently right now, by giving this hash to the href, we are saying like, hey, find the ID of section 1 and go to there. And what we are doing here as well, we are telling this link like, hey, find the ID which is the section 2 and go to there. Okay, and if I just save and go back to the web page, yep, we have these 2 links. So if I click on this section 1, yes, I don't have to find anything. I'm directly going to the section 1. And if I go back, just click on this section 2, again, I'm going to the section 2. So yeah, just remember, if you want to do something like this, what you have to do, you have to create the ID. So if I just control F here, because that will help me to search section 1. So this is one of them, and if I just go here, so it is here. So as you can see, we have to give the ID to some unique thing. ID has to be unique, and then if we go back to the link, we have to provide this hash symbol, and we have to like write down the ID for that particular element where we want to go, and it should work. Okay, so in this way we can navigate through the different parts of the page by using the link. Awesome. So yeah, let's catch up in the next one.